Thursday drama inside the wake up call on X104.3.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to the rest of the world. Welcome to the wake up call for a Thursday morning. Oh yes, it's Thursday drama too, you know. DJ Jose and yours truly, we're going to take you up until the 10 o'clock hour this morning. Right here on X104.3 FM. Welcome if you're also listening via 88.5 www.x104fm.com. Your favorite app, your favorite website, wherever you find yourself across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the rest of the region, US, UK, Canada, Asia, Africa. Morning! November 18th, 2021. That is today. One more day. Instead of we counting down to some other big event, instead of us counting down to Christmas Day, counting down to birthdays, well, people counting down to birthdays regardless, yes? Instead of us counting down to something grander, like maybe Independence for next year or something, or some concert or something, we're counting down to November 19th. To the final day, the day that all frontline workers, your final opportunity. After that day, if you're not vaccinated, pretty much you get lost. You do not have a place here. Y'all ever thought that we would ever come to a point like this in our life? Where we continuously debate, continuously talk and argue about a vaccine, about a virus, something that you cannot even see unless you're looking under a microscope. Huh? Y'all ever thought that we'd ever come to this day? Look at the world right now, brought to our knees economically, realizing that a little thing that we cannot see with the naked eye has made us realize what is important for life and livelihood. Food, relationships, yeah, enjoying oneself and taking care of one's mental health. Yeah, all the things that we have taken for granted over the years. A little thing that we cannot see with the naked eye has had the power to do that. Of course, it was exemplified by the fact that we travel a lot, we interact, we're social beings, we communicate with other people, we hug up and kiss up and rub up and all them kind of things there. So it's able to spread from one person to the next. But you see what is important in life? And we are here arguing, writing letters, saying that this should not happen. And your letter is, I can refer to it as Taliban-like, and debating over what a vaccine mandate is. On November 18th, this is where we are at. That just does not. And up to now, we cannot get it into our heads what is and should be important. A couple things have been trending, right? First of all, I would like to express my condolences, my sincere condolences on behalf of the Wake Up Call team to the family of the 7-year-old boy from Barely who died yesterday after being hit by a vehicle. A student of the School for Children with Special Needs. Sincerest condolences. Was walking with his grandma. He was hit by a passing vehicle. and succumbed to his injuries. Of course, he was taken to the Milton Keaton Memorial Hospital. Very sad. Very, very sad. Just 7 years old. Innocently just walking. And your life just gone just like that. Life is very fragile, you know. And we here arguing over vaccine mandates. We're live on Facebook, by the way, YouTube and Twitch. So you can go and join us there. All right. If you want to hit us up on the WhatsApp, 430-1043. Also trending overnight, the Nelson Morgan John trial or saga continues. And I'm absolutely certain for those who have attempted to read the articles are very confused by what is being shared. Some of the things that you were able to understand, but some of the jargons in there, some of the things that are happening, like you have to know about law. I mean, they were kind of broken down, but still, to understand like what is happening in court and why this is happening this way and that is happening that way and what the prosecution says and the defense and all them kind of simmy there. Like, in order to have the best unbiased discussion as possible on this, which is why I have not had it as yet, right? I'm waiting on the right time to do that. Like, you have to have somebody who has knowledge of the court and law. Somebody who does this for a living, right? This is not my area at all. Law, the court, not me. I don't want to risk talking about something and the answer is like right there in the article, and because I don't know about law, like the risk of misguiding or misleading, I ain't going to take that risk at all. But it continues, right? Just to let you know, it continues. Who to give witness, who to not give witness, who cussing after court, all them things. I will leave that for a later day when I could designate a bit of time to deal with that. All right? I know that some people are getting a bit emotional and taking it down the political road and all them kind of things there. Big up yourselves. Big up yourselves. In other trending news, right? Another Jamaican artist has come out as being a lesbian. Jada Kingdom. So we've had Lila Ike say, I like women. And then Jada Kingdom comes out shortly after and says, I like women too. Hey. See, one of the things that I'm hoping, right, is that it's not something that is like trendy. Like people are doing it just because, you know, the LGBTQ, it's a movement, right? A movement for equality, which sometimes comes across as a bit of bullying. And they have to be very careful about that. They want to bring an end to discrimination because they just want to police in this world. And for countries that are homophobic, like St. Vincent and Grenadines, and Jamaica, overall, generally speaking, because we are based on a Christian background, and according to Christianity, right? Man should be with woman, woman should be with man. For a man to be with a man, that is wrong. For a woman to be with a woman, that is wrong as well. But there are people who like same sex. There are people who identify as neither male nor female. just plain. There are people who identify as objects. There are people who identify as the opposite sex. And you would find that with time, you would be hearing more and more about these things coming to the fore, fighting for rights, fighting to change the laws, fighting to get acceptance, fighting to end discrimination because of their personal choice. And for a very long time, they've been the underdog is not the right term to use. Minority and discriminated against and disadvantaged. And they want to bring all of that to an end. But you see, with the movement, you have to be very careful, right? That some people aren't capitalizing on it for money. Maybe pretending to be such and such because you can take advantage of that community because they listen. If you're not for them, you're not for them, you know. Some of them can be very radical. And we got to a point right now when we talk about LGBTQ, some people are even afraid to share their views if they are straight. Some people don't even want to say they're straight because some persons who are not will take that as an offense. What a world we live in. What a world we live in, huh? But there are persons who are now upset with Spice. Hi. A very popular, successful Jamaican artist who is about to headline an LGBTQ event. Yeah. Spice the headline Pride Toronto 2022 LGBTQ Festival. Wow. I would have never seen something like that coming, especially Jamaican artists. That would have never crossed my mind. If y'all had tell me in 2021 them things would have happened, I would have said you're lying to me. But to each his own. To each his own. Can't get vexed if she wants to make some money. Go ahead. If that is your belief, you're inclusive, you don't hate, you don't discriminate, then go ahead. Yeah? Make your money, man. Make your money. Also trending overnight. We'll get to your responses and your greetings and what's not. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. You know what has been making the rounds a lot? And this could be it could work in the Ministry of Education's corner of advantage. So it's an advantage for them, right? So they put out a call for teachers. Boy, lecturers too. So primary school teachers and tertiary level lecturers. There's a call for employment there because they have some spaces available, right? So they said how you could apply and what's not, but they have not said in the let me take this call here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry for calling this early morning.
Why are you sorry for calling? Hello, the lines are open. Talk to me.
Okay, I want you to find out something good.
What's that?
You know the government we're giving people money to the Prime program.
Yeah.
All amount of money.
Yeah.
And over here now they have fishermen say they want to help.
Oh. Uh-huh.
No, they're ready to roll the program out.
Ready to roll out.
They give you the money as a loan.
What? The fisherman's program is coming as a loan?
Yeah. So I want to know why all sector in society have money free and fishermen have to pay back the money.
You sure they have to pay back?
I went in the car and carry something for the man. I asked the man if it's a loan. I grant it as a loan.
Where you went?
Is it the upstairs fisheries that they're dealing with?
Oh, and you asked the person at the front desk what is going on?
Yeah, they called me 'cause I have to carry an invoice for an engine where I applied for over a year ago.
Oh, how much money?
Well, yeah, it depends on the engine.
Well, how much money was the invoice? That's what I'm asking you. Asking you your person.
No, I didn't carry an invoice. I carry a bill. But,
Oh, okay. So yeah, want to tell me how much was
so
on the
they
bill?
say it doesn't matter the cost to the engine. They will buy it, but it's a loan.
Is a
I
loan?
want to know.
Is it interest free?
Well, no, the one.
You have to pay back
But,
interest on the loan. Like if
but
you
what?
borrow $10,000, you have to pay back like 12,000.
No, I didn't ask that. But what I'm saying,
Eh,
everybody else have money free.
well, the money comes at a cost to somebody. It's just that the people who them receiving it, they paying. I listen. This falls on the what agriculture. So I would have to check with the fisheries themselves to see what is
Yeah,
going on.
we actually
But
come on. Mhm.
yeah, but I'm not going to say like what is expected. Oh, Sabota, what is happening here? No, because that's a waste of time, right? I would have to call the fisheries directly and find out what is going on. A
Minister
loan
of
that
Finance.
sounds very odd.
Minister of Finance. Yeah, everybody say the money
Minister of
supposed to be a
Finance.
grant.
So you can't reach the minister now. They're busy. So you have to go much lower. Lower. Let me not say much lower. You have to go lower. And then sometimes they tell you to go higher, and go higher, you can't go higher. And you have boy,
Yeah,
it's a bunch of
I
run
think
around
I
just
think it's
doing
unfair
things.
to fisherman though.
But if that is the case, yikes. But
The-
talking all thing in one, right? They have said that they were gonna cut back on some stuff. And you have to realize like right now we don't have the money. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying that they should, right? If that is in fact what's happening, because sometimes they get incorrect information and they share incorrect information with people, right?
Mhm.
But they don't really have the money, so they probably want it back.
Then all the money you have get, you done?
Well, you see, at the time that the prime people get the money, everything was a little bit better.
Mhm.
Now it's worse. But I have to
Okay.
check it out later on when they go to work, right?
Okay, maybe. Well, I wouldn't hear you. Remember, call you tomorrow morning to find out if I have an answer.
All right. Well, I wouldn't be
Okay,
here tomorrow, so
on Monday. Okay, then. Thank you. Enjoy the
Monday.
day.
Same to you. Thanks,
Okay,
man.
bye.
All right. Fisherman, is it a loan that you're getting or what is happening? Partner says a loan. He was told that it was a loan, so you have to pay it back. Ah, ooh. Yikes. Yikes. You know, I want to be, with regards to what he just shared, right? I want to be as balanced as possible with this, right? Now, sometimes the loan can work to benefit the initiative, right? In terms of if it's interest free, it's even best. But sometimes because you have to pay back a loan or you have to pay back the money that was given to you, sometimes people work harder and people put in the extra effort to make sure that the initiative or the business is successful because at the back of their minds, oh my gosh, I have to pay this back. Sometimes when you get things or you get free things, some people, the chances of them not caring and not doing enough and not going the extra mile and not pushing are greater. So for some initiatives where there are no requirements for repayment, you'd find that perhaps the success rate is not as high as those who have to pay back. So there are some positives. So we could look at that as well. But I mean, as the caller said, he wants to know why some got it without having to pay back in the beginning, and fishermen have to pay back. But I'll have to double check with that and see if that information is correct. If there's any other fisherman who's listening right now who wants to share, who was asked or who's been called by the fisheries department, you can hit us up and let us know. And let us talk about what's going on. All right? Okay. Now, good morning to all the teachers, principals, lecturers. When I looked at the They call for teachers and lecturers. And I looked at the criteria. I sat and I wondered. I mean, it is possible, right? It is possible. How many of Vincentians who are possibly underemployed right now are qualified for these jobs? Now, if all the positions are filled, that says something to you. If they came from a job that was not paying them sufficiently, and some of these jobs are temporary, yeah? For whatever reason, they're temporary. If they came from a job or even unemployed, do we have all these people just sitting down at home with their degrees, 4 years in a particular 4 years teaching, bachelor's degrees, associate degrees, and not working where they are supposed to be working or should be working, the best place for them, the best place for them to be working? So they're currently employed or currently underemployed or currently unemployed with all these degrees and experience. That to me is highlighting another problem, isn't it? We have more resources than we have jobs. If all these positions are so easy to be filled, we have more resources than we have jobs. Or we have more resources than we have adequate, proper jobs. Yeah? And there's some people who come home with their degrees and they just have to find something to do because they need money to pay back the student loan. This is not what I went to school to study. I thought that I could have come back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to make an impact, but I have to use my marketing degree and go and work somewhere else because I just can't find a job that's fit for my degree. Now, that in itself could highlight another problem, but we ain't going down that road this morning. The Christian Coalition wrote a letter, made a release to say, in one sentence, they are against the vaccine mandate, making it mandatory. Now, not a lot of people could get the Prime Minister upset, but that's the impression that I'm getting, that the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is upset by what the Christian Coalition has said. I think that's the first place to go in this morning Thursday drama, right? He has responded to that letter, stating quite a number of things that we will get into later on because the time is going. But I just find it so unusual, right? That an entity or an organization who has the right to state how they feel about certain things that are happening in the country. And time again, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we just call on the Christian Coalition and the Christian Council to talk about the issues that are affecting Vincentians. Now, because you disagree with a couple of things that they have said in their release, you have found the time to pen a response, basically cussing them back out in some very fancy words, telling them exactly how you feel. And there are a few things that I want to pull out of that release from the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Defining and not defining vaccine mandate. Choice versus vaccine mandate. Come tomorrow and come next week. This place is going to be very interesting, you know. And everybody's just sitting back, waiting to see things unfold. Because after tomorrow, no jab, you do not have a place here. But we will expand. Let's get to some. Good morning to DJ Kabuli. Good morning, highly favored. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy says she's back. And Vinci, hey, welcome home. Welcome home. All right. Good morning to Joseph. Good morning to Paulette as well. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Ezekiel. Kendall, good morning to you. Yes, good morning, good morning. All right. Coming from the WhatsApp as well. Good morning to Big Bad Shaq. Good morning, Jimmy. Sexy Jose is also on the inside. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denville. Can't believe it's been 2 years already since you left us. Continue to rest easy, sis. Until we meet again on the other side. Hugs, my dear. Hugs, hugs, hugs. All right, somebody is raising an issue there about the government school buses. We will put that. Oops, almost deleted it there. We will put that up there to touch on, hopefully later on this morning. All right. But good morning to Blood. There's also an issue at I think it was AI. It was from yesterday that I have to touch on this morning. All right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. Quite a number of things as well. It's a Thursday drama. I had set out for you this morning to talk about jackets. Women who are giving men children and babies that are not theirs. Deliberately and knowing that you would have had, could I say sexual intercourse on air? Yes. With more than one man around the same time. Then you got pregnant and you weren't sure who the daddy was or is. Baby's here, but you still in a relationship with one guy. And you might have cheated on that one guy. And you gave that one guy the baby. You put the one guy's name on the birth certificate. And toots look later on in life, you realize that one guy is not the daddy. Oh. Not good enough, my woman. You're making it hard for me right now. Embarrassing. Don't do that. Don't do that to the men. These things are very stressful. Remember we talked about stress on Tuesday. Very stressful. So that is today's drama. But we gotta deal with some local stuff first, okay? Although the jacket thing is local too. But we'll get to that, okay? Don't do that. Sort yourselves out. You know, it really does pay to have one sexual partner. I'm just saying. To eliminate all them things there. But sometimes things happen. And this is life. And we gotta be real with it. You make your choices, and then your choices will have consequences. Like if you choose not to get vaccinated, the consequences, you're not welcome here. And if you don't come here for 10 days, it come like you abandon the work. And if you abandon the work, service commissions will deal with you. Anyways, we're gonna come back.